that is coming in right now. It is Thalaiva, who could be the brand ambassador of Malaysia, now replacing, well, Shah Rukh Khan. That's the news that we're getting at this moment. Malaysian Tourism Board has come out with a proposal that it could be Rajinikanth who would be now endorsing Malaysian tourism. Now, interestingly, Rajinikanth's recent movie Kabali was shot in Malaysia, and after that there is a proposal of Rajinikanth endorsing Malaysia Tourism Board. Interestingly, you have Shah Rukh Khan, who is currently the brand ambassador of Malaysia Tourism, but the Malaysian government feels that Thalaiva will be able to attract the tourists much more than Shah Rukh Khan. And this is the Kabali impact, one can say, because most of the scenes of Kabali were shot in Malaysia. Trying to get more details on the story as well, but the reports that are coming in suggest that Minister of Tourism and Culture of Malaysia, Datuk Seri Mohammed and Nazrul Abdul Aziz proposed Rajni's name and indicated that Malacca should replace Shah Rukh to appoint Rajinikanth as state's tourism ambassador. Apparently, it was well received by the MPs of the Malaysian Parliament as well. One may recall that Rajinikanth's last blockbuster Kabali, which is about Malaysian Tamils, was shot mostly in Malaysia with only a few segments shot in Chennai and Hong Kong. Incidentally, the actor has a huge fan following in the country, and the crowd that would gather whenever he came out of the hotel for shooting at outdoor location is a testimony for it, and also swaying the decision in his favor. Let's go across to brand consultant Harish Bajur, who is joining us at the moment as well. Mr. Bajur, your first response on Rajni having more mass appeal for Malaysian tourism than Shah Rukh Khan, it seems.
Oh yes, I think Rajinikanth as a name is not an actor. He's not a human being, but I think he is an attitude. So the Rajinikanth attitude is one which is appreciated globally in the Indian diaspora and outside. And when it talks about inbound tourism, I think no better persona than Rajinikanth for Malaysia, or for that matter, it could be for Japan in the future.
We're seeing it, but Mr. Bajur, how do you see this proposal in light of what's happened with Sri Lanka recently, with Rajinikanth taking a U-turn on his visit to Sri Lanka, bowing under Tamil group's pressure as well? How does this impact, and how can this be looked in a light of Rajinikanth's recent U-turn with Sri Lanka visit?
Rajinikanth, the beauty of Rajinikanth is the fact that he is beyond the politics, at least thus far. You know, the moment he sent it, there was going to be some kind of action on that score on his visit to Sri Lanka. He changed that decision. And I think that U-turn was a good decision to take in the current circumstances. And I think he remains as pure as they come with that decision.
So even as one witnessed the kind of crowd outside Rajinikanth's hotel when he was shooting for Kabali in Malaysia, for Shah Rukh Khan, who's been awarded Dato, which is the highest award in Malaysia as well, do you believe when it comes to brand Rajni and brand Shah Rukh, it is only the brand Rajni that scores with a global appeal and not brand Shah Rukh that much perhaps?
I think so, because, you know, some brands are built by PR and by conscious action. And some brands are built by unconscious action and without PR. And I think Rajinikanth is that consummate actor who kind of has been built without the input which is artificial.
Bajur, for joining us with your perspective on this. So Brian Thalaiva scoring over brand Shah Rukh as this proposal is coming from the Malaysian government. But will he accept it? How will his team react? Let's go across to my colleague Akshay, who's joining us. Akshay, what's the word coming in from the Thalaiva's team?
Well, Davina, we always know that Rajinikanth and his team is very silent about most of the things. In fact, even in this, there's no official confirmation. There's just a proposal being made. So we'll have to wait and see for Rajini's reaction. And being a very humble person, and in fact, after Kabali, the kind of reaction that he's given about how he likes Malaysian Tamils and the kind of support that he's been showing to Malaysian Tamils, this wouldn't be a surprise if he's accepting it in a very gracious manner. And knowing Rajini, his persona, the kind of brand that he already is, it will be a huge development for the Malaysian government if he becomes the next ambassador for the Malaysian tourism, Davina.
Absolutely, and also much to delight of his fans as well. But Akshaya, how is this going to take away the focus from the fact that Rajinikanth did take a U-turn on his Sri Lankan visit? There was much disappointment after he bowed down to the Tamil group's pressure.
Well, these are two different, completely different stories altogether. When it comes to the Sri Lankan Tamils, also Rajini insisted that if he's given an opportunity to go there, he will be talking to the president there and enlightening about the Sri Lankan Tamil issue there, and he will try bringing a solution to it, was what he told. And if he's made the Malaysian ambassador, I think he'll do time and again whatever can be done for the upliftment of the Malaysian Tamils there. In fact, his movie Kabali brought a light about the kind of condition that most of the Malaysian Tamils go through and the difficulties that the Malaysian Tamils go through. So it wouldn't be a surprise if Rajini is working towards the upliftment of those Malaysian Tamils who are not being treated well there. Divina.
Okay, but Akshaya, as we're waiting for Rajini's team to react on this proposal for the Malaysian government to choose between Shah Rukh Khan and Rajinikanth, wasn't that difficult, it seems, because it seems that Brand Talaiva got a big boost after Kabali was shot in Malaysia as well.
Well, it is well known that after Kabali's shoot in Malaysia, the First Lady and the First Man there, they've been very happy about it. And in fact, their interactions with Rajini is something that was part and parcel of the story line of Kabali. In fact, we were being also told by, the director and the producer about the good rapport that Rajini had with them. So this is one factor which is also the reason why Rajini is being considered as the next ambassador. And in fact, he was also the name proposed by the First Lady and the First Man there, and it will be a great move if Rajini takes this up and if Malaysian government decides to make him the next Malaysian Tourism Ambassador.
All right, Akshaya, thanks for joining us on this story. Now getting more breaking news.